Excuse me, Papa Bruce back again. Before I get into this, I do want to explain to you what I think of this Texsport tent, but I also want to thank you for subscribing to my channel, and if you haven't yet, and if you enjoy what you're seeing, please do subscribe. Anyway, the tent is a single wall tent. It's a very inexpensive tent. I've seen it on Amazon for under $30. I'll put the dimensions right up here and below also, but it's actually supposedly a two-man tent, and it is a really, really roomy tent for one man. I really enjoy that. And out here in the desert, I'm not too concerned about not having a rainfly. It is just perfect for this type of a climate. It keeps the creepy crawlers off of you and provides a little bit of warmth at night. Now, when I was using this the other night, I do have to tell you that the condensation buildup inside was absolutely incredible. I woke up in the middle of the night to go outside, and I took that opportunity, being up, to take a towel and just wipe off the inside. It was just soaking wet. So that's a problem. That's generally a problem with the single wall tents anyhow. But it's a major problem with this one. Other than that, I'm pretty happy with it. And I was able to take care of some of that problem by opening the rear window. Let me show you where that is. When I opened this little window, it provided enough air to really solve a lot of that problem. It wasn't so bad later on in the night. So anyhow, the problem with it, one problem, it's not major, but it only opens from the outside. So you do have to go outside, obviously, to tie it up. But let's get a little bit closer look at the tent itself. This tent has two poles, and I have them on here now. I'd used them this trip, I should say. I generally don't. Generally, if I take this in, I'll just use the hiking, my trekking poles. But because I was setting this up as a base camp, and where I knew it was going to be set up for a while, and I wanted to use my hiking poles when I was hiking, I decided to use these poles that came with the tent. The only zipper is on the door. It's a zipper closed door, as you can see here. However, this door itself that you have to tie close doesn't really work that well. What I've done is take some of these little clips, I don't know, paper clips, whatever you call them, binders, and by using these, I'm able to clip the material together, and it's really easy to open and close it that way. Inside, you can see that there is a lot of room in here, and it's really nice in that respect. It has a bathtub floor, and while I have not used it in rain, it's not my intention to. I think, you know, it would be pretty good. It's a pretty steep slope on it, so I think it would work pretty well. Well, I hope that gives you a little bit of information about this particular tent. I have mentioned this tent before in my low-cost, ultra-low-cost video, where I made use of yard sale and online sales to find some pretty good buys. And I think I mentioned earlier that this one was one of those items that I found at a yard sale for $5. So how can you go wrong? As I said in that video, I'll just give it away if it doesn't work out. So that gives you a pretty good idea, I think, of what this would, how this tent would work. And I said I will put some more information about it down below. So it's a beautiful day. I think I'll take advantage of this nice weather and head out and do some hiking. The sun's out. It's in the mid-70s, I believe. Might be able to see a few critters, maybe even run into a snake. Hope so. Hard to say. So, until later, keep hiking.